Hello friends and welcome to my YouTube channel Simply Stocks, and today I'm going to talk about Brigade Enterprises. Will it go higher? Will it perform or not from these levels? So let's understand this. Let's get started. First, all a disclaimer that this is not a stock recommendation, and people taking any position to any share that I talk about should do that with their own due diligence and research, and I'm not in favor or against any company that I talk about. Before I talk about Brigade Enterprises, here's a small request that kindly support me on Patreon, and once you do that, it will help me grow the channel, help you also ask me questions and eke out answers in greater detail. Once you get the $100 membership, you'll get access. Once you get the $10 membership, you will get access to my portfolio, my watch list, and a number of podcasts that I put up from time to time. And also, if you pay $100 upfront, then you get 1 year access by paying for 10 months. So that's a 20% discount. For detailed market or company talk, you can directly email me, and we can work things out with a fee. Now about the company. Established in 1986, Brigade provides infrastructure and real estate services. One of the better property companies in this space, one of the better in terms of balance sheet, etc. Deals in high-end property construction across India. Strong business fundamentals it has, and the market cap has dipped in the recent, 1-2 weeks from around 8,000 crores all the way to 7,200 crores now. If you look at the financials, and these are Q1 FY22 numbers versus FY21 numbers, so sales went up by around 22%, and there was a profit jump of over 13x. So the profit came out of 40 crores, which is a good 20, you can say 10%, I think, you would say, or sorry, 5% net profit margin, which is extremely good compared to 0.5% that they had earlier, and that's a 13x jump in profitability. High interest cost is there, but that is with all the real estate and construction companies, and there is high debt and interest cost. Return on equity is still negative but is improving, and operating profit margin of 24% is quite strong. If you look at the performance of the stock, then stock is up 2x, 2.3x in the last 12 months, has declined a bit, so it is up 2x in the last 12 to 15 months. Real estate is beginning to perform and is coming back. We are seeing other real estate companies, government real estate companies also doing well. The largest real estate firm is doing extremely well on the both sides. It is one of the better companies in this space. That there are three or four of them, so one of them is a Brigade up there. There is decent promoter and institutional holding with 9% free float, so that's a big positive also for somebody who wants to invest. That larger investors are also invested in the company, and see big things happening in the real estate front. Will do better as things normalize. So I see this company doing better from FY23 onwards. I still believe from April 2022 things will be much better for all those companies that have suffered in this pandemic. The 3 years of suffering may culminate into something very good from FY23, and by 22 end we'll see numbers shown up remarkably from the current levels, and one of the best property companies that is listed in the market. What were the reasons for the decline that we saw? So sector was under stress for a number of years. So it is not about the pandemic, but from 2018 onwards, the sector went into stress, and there was very little, you can say, investment from the private or the public front, and so people were not buying houses, and the rental properties as well were not eking out a lot. Plus, the you can say the office properties were not selling at high you can say prices. So what that culminated into is a very less revenue for these companies, and current scenario has deepened matter. So after that we saw the pandemic. So probably from 2018 to 2020 we had the slowdown in the industry, and the GDP growth was down, and you saw that there was a slowdown in the economy. But from 2020 till now, in the next 2 years, we saw the effect of the pandemic, and that greatly affected the sales even further. So it will take more than a year to revive. I still believe that it won't take more than a year, but I think at least 6 to 8 months will be required for a revival on the ground. But we are seeing the earliest sign of such a revival, and I'm sure from 6 to 9 months from now things will be much better, and the stocks may perform before that. So Investors went on looking for safer bets, looked at pharma, IT, etc., and you can say hospital stocks, etc. But now they are looking at real estate with a lot of mojo because there is valuation comfort. Concerns on execution of projects and funds were always there, and that always remains with the real estate companies, that starting a project is not that difficult, and then we go on to see that the projects do not get completed because of lack of funds, etc. So that was also a problem with you can say Brigade, but things are getting better. So business got totally stalled in FY20, and we saw that happening, especially in early part of FY21, in April of 2021, April, May, the business of real estate companies, hotel and recreational companies totally stalled. There was hardly any income, and that is what we saw. So the June quarter numbers compared to last year was so good. This is because of the very bad base that it had made earlier with only 3 crores of profit, because there was hardly any business at that point of time. So things are improving, will get much better by start of 2022, and I'm sure by the end of 22 and mid of 2023, things would be much better than what they were in 2020 or so. So we'll go back to 2017, 2018 levels, hopefully in a couple of years. So that is the time frame that is needed, and that is the sort of patience that is required in order to make money in this sector on or in this kind of space. If you look at the technicals, then there is very strong support around the 280 300 region. So this fall that took place in the last 1 or 2 weeks has come in very well for those who want to buy a fresh, because I believe that 290 300 will be a very good support. If you get it at 315 320, these are good long term levels to buy. I don't see the stock going below 280, and the big up move will happen above 400. So what you can do is buy around these levels and probably hope for it not go below 280. And if things normalize and stabilize in the mid and small cap, I think we could see 400 plus in the next 6-8 months, and a bigger up move in the next 6-8 months on the stock. Technically it is looking very strong, and it has consolidated, declined, and very beautifully placed for another up move if the market supports. So that is a key. If the market goes down further, then we could see a breakdown from those 280 levels. So be careful in that while you trade. Keep a stop loss, and my stop loss here will be between 280 to 85 levels or so. So it's a buy at these levels and on massive falls. And if you have a 3 to 4 year time frame, then this stock could yield you very good returns. So it is a buy on dips. That would be my call. Hold and keep track of numbers. So if you have it, then you just hold on to the stock and keep track of what is happening, and don't do anything unless it comes closer to 280 270. You buy more. Have a good 3 to 5 year time frame. It is a top company in a lagging sector that could perform 1.5 years down the line. So this was a video on Brigade Enterprises. Please like and subscribe my channel, hit the bell icon so you can get my videos straight away when I post it. Thanks a lot for watching.